And good morning, people. Welcome back to Might and Magic 10 Legacy. We've made it into Karthal. We went through the sewers, made it to the informant's house. Can I remember his name? No. Great Escape.
What are you doing?
Not saying it there. Okay. But we've got to go and find Hamza.
Who needs a bedroom when you don't sleep?
To fulfill that great escape. Because we need to get him back, because John Morgan has asked us to, and John Morgan is the crux around all of our quest at the moment. On a good note, we have laid to rest Owen, so he is back home.
Nice architecture.
But yeah, now we've just got to find out where we're going. There's a few places we can go around here. And a few things that we will be able to pick up. Apparently there's a book over there I need to go and get. And yeah, I've tried all the settings to try and get rid of all this glitchiness, but I've not actually found something. It doesn't affect most NPCs, just ones that have an enemy model. Luckily, when it's close up, it's not as bad. Yeah, but sorry, I'm not sure how to actually fix that one. But let's go to another part of this town. Karthal is split into two. There's the harbour district, and there's also the slums. Well, it's actually split into three. There's the harbour district, the slums, which are over here, and there's the palace, which is up there, which is where I believe the Duke is. So yeah. But no, we won't go to the slums. We'll be heading there soon enough anyway. So let's just walk around the harbour. There are a few items left to pick up. There's our stable here, which we can now go pretty much anywhere. We can go to Sea Haven, to Sorpigal. They will, when we're in those two towns, they will now take us to Karthal as well. Not only that, but there's Christian here, who will take us to Sorpigal and the Crag. Again, those two places will bring us here by boat now that the city has been reopened. As for what's in this barrel, have a spider.
Ow.
So nothing too special. Shouldn't really have too much trouble. Please don't make me a liar.
Take cover.
Probably using way too much mana for this, but that's fine. Experience is experience after all. Pulsing green goes to my healer.
Yes.
I'm trying to build up her resistances, so if things come to the worst, she can actually withstand quite a bit. Her resistances, her armor, both mean she's going to take very little physical or magical damage, hopefully. Nope, you're just a random NPC and can't even get to you. I believe there's another spider around here somewhere. Might be in this one.
Flanking us.
Yeah. So, 2 spiders in barrels. Why not?
Ah! Well, thank you for that.
Yay, poison.
Ooh.
I can't wait till I don't have to fight spiders and be poisoned every flipping second. This will take us out. If we wanted to go that way, we will eventually. But there's just that one person there. I believe that's the way down into the sewers. There's an exit up here, and this takes you to the palace, but we can't go through there. So yeah, just the lock kit now. Few people. You can buy supplies here. You can buy 15 for you can buy a maximum of 15. My suggestion is do not use this place. 2 reasons. Number 1, there's actually a place in the slums which gives you 16, which is just a little bit of a journey, nothing too far away. But the biggest one is outside. There's the little inn which gives you 20, which is so much better, lasts so much longer. So my personal preference is to go outside, get the 20, and then come back in if I need to. Other than that, it gives you the normal rest options, bit of gossip. There's Ryu here, who is a Naga, who is a water magic expert. Not that I have anyone. And is trying to create a card game, if I remember correctly. Each playing a wizard with a tower, you collect blue tokens representative of magic crystals, red tokens representing bricks, and green tokens representing recruits. With these resources you can play different types of cards. Some will fortify your tower, some will inflict damage. I think it'll be a great game to be played in taverns, once he finishes with the rules. How do you call it? Been thinking of calling it Game of Towers, Supreme Wizard, or Archmage. Maybe change some letters to make it sound more exotic. I'm not sure, but that might be what he's describing there might be a game already out there. Not sure. The most important person in this inn, though, is the middle person, Haifa. Apparently our reputation is preceding us. The raiders she's heard so much about. And she's got some gossip on Hamza. Hamza is the founder of the League, but don't think the current situation matches what he had in mind for the future. Apparently he's hiding somewhere, opposing Marcus wherever and however he can. Also whenever. How do we contact him? You do have to come here to do this, otherwise you cannot get to Hamza at all. Why do we want to contact him? Well, John Morgan sent us. She knows. Yeah, there's no point lying to this person. She already knows what is happening. And she appreciates our honesty. Answers are found in the Cosmic Circle. We've been there. It is the magical the magical item shop. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. And remember, the course of destiny cannot be turned once set in motion. Sounds very much like a passcode to me. So, shall we go and try it? I think we should. So, up here is the cosmic circle. And you might notice our little passcode down the bottom there. I'm going to have a quick check to see if they've changed anything. It doesn't look like it. Was that already there? I believe it was. Okay. Oh well, nothing special. So, yeah, let's give our passcode and see what happens. She doesn't even flinch. Apparently, she's already aware of it. Want to see the special merchandise. And off to the cellar. And we get taken to Hamza. Again, you cannot get to Hamza without getting the passcode, giving it to the person at the Cosmic Circle, and being led here. He is in hiding after all. If you want to make it out of here alive, you'd better have good reason to seek me out. We do. We've got a very big reason. Falagar, that's his name. Many of his men are rotting within the dragon-cursed walls. But he can't do anything about it. He's too visible a target. Hence where we come in. We are raiders. We are equipped. We are anonymous. But we have our reasons for doing it ourselves. And since we're working for John Morgan, someone Hamza knows and has been in contact with, we might be trustworthy. We're going to need several things though. So a number of quests are going to come to us. Firstly, the sewer key.
Oh, don't we have better things to do?
We need to get into the sealed part of the sewers. We can't exactly go out the way we came. Mostly because we've already been there, we didn't see any part of Falagar. It's currently in the hands of one of the captains, a man named Ferren. So we just need to find him and get the key from him. Simple enough. Partners in crime, though.
Oh, don't we have better things to do?
There are two organisations in Karthal. There are the Blackguard, who are currently in control, and there are the Black Fang. The Black Fang are marauders, thieves, everything like that. The Blackguard are mercenaries. They once had a few pairings, but they are very, very much separate entities and usually against each other. So to fight one, we might as well get the other as allies. He's wary of what they'd ask in return, though. After all, I did say they are marauders and thieves. Once the two tasks are done, we'll devise a plan. And yeah, Hamza's hideout is at the top of the map. We came up here next to this chest. We came here and there wasn't anything. You cannot go here without it. But we've got to go and find Ferren, and Ferren's the first thing I usually do. It's pretty simple. We just have to go to the slums. That's where he is. As well as the Black Fang, actually. As well as the Blackguard, actually, as well. Yeah, there's actually a lot in the slums.
What do you want?
Firstly, we've got some people roaming around. There's pulsing purple, prime resistance, definitely have that. People on the docks, don't need that. And we've got a book here, a tour of the three cities. And we need the blessing of Shalasa to go across this part. Luckily, we don't need that right now, since that is just a shortcut across and not where I'm actually wanting to go anyway. There's a training centre here. This is run by the Blackguard. Yes, we can get training from our enemies. Axe expert, warfare expert. Do I need warfare? Not yet. Crossbow expert, mysticism expert, light magic, dark magic, earth magic and fire magic. So quite a few experts. All of these I believe are available somewhere else, and you won't necessarily need them, but it's a quick grab if you happen to be in the area. Again, I do apologise for the pixelated mess, but the Blackguard captain, no one allowed in here. We came for the sum, so we've got things to do around here. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. So yeah, the top of the town is quite neat, tidy. Yeah, as normal. Welcome to the slums. Wooden houses and a mess everywhere, unfortunately. There are a few things down here. There's a few chests and other items. I'm not expecting a great deal from down here, but there is two ways through. One of which I'm going through now, which seems to be working out very well. Yeah, okay. Making sure I'm not losing, getting lost. Down here always confuses me, because some places you go up, some places you go down, some places you just don't know where you're going at all. And since the map down the bottom is very, very two-dimensional, you can't really tell for sure. Pulse in black, dark resistance, sure.
Yes!
So yeah, here it is. Yeah. You don't really see that. So yeah, there's two ways round. There is the southern route that we've gone through. That takes you to a place we're just about to go into, which I can't make use of.
Who needs a bedroom when you don't sleep?
Ah, actually. Spider? Yeah.
Ow! I don't feel so good.
Can you please stop poisoning my people?
Yes, I'm strong.
Thank you. Might as well just use my antidotes. But yeah, this room is a hospice. It's not something I can actually do. There is a quest that you can pick up in the crag, which is to cure Crag Hack of a condition that is currently having an issue with. It's got something to do with void magic. He was cursed by a Lich King, I think, or Lich, or Skeleton King, or Mage, or something like that. Something along them lines. But if you take that quest, Caspar is essential to it. You have to pick him up here, who becomes a henchman, and you have to take him back to Crag Hack. I cannot use henchmen, so I cannot do that quest at all, because as far as I'm aware at this moment in time, that quest is not story critical. If it does become that, because I'm not completely certain of what happens later, I will do the quest, but right now, in my own knowledge, I cannot do that quest, so I'm losing out on experience there. But that's what Casper is for. But
Careful.
following along this
Eyes
path
are watching us.
will take you to the other side. So that bit of Blessing of Shalassa is not completely needed right now. I do want to go the other way though. I could have gone just the back route, but nah. Nothing down here. Yeah, there's a lot of pathways that lead to nowhere still. Does this help? Not too much. So yeah, it's a bit dark around at the moment.
Yes. Strong.
And another spider. My celestial armor should be enough. And there it goes. Anything else around here? Oh, I do see a chest over there. Is that a chest? No, it isn't. Just some ambient. Is there anything more around here? I'm pretty sure there was, but I might be mistaken. Pulsing red, fire resistance.
Yes.
A random house. Syed's past. And he's a fire magic master. Okay. Syed actually there is part of a quest for the promotion of the druid. I don't have a druid, so I'm not going to get him. We met the druid promotion person in the, was it the Yonchao forest? Somewhere up here, while we were going through the stuff there, and what he asks is to find a person, and this Syed is that person. His voice is friendly enough, but his eyes are suspicious. If you do find this person, and for the druid promotion, he will disappear. So this fire master will disappear as well. But luckily this is a copy. You can get it as well in Sea Haven. As for Ferron, he is in the inn, because most NPCs actually are at the moment. We've got Ricard here. Buy supplies. Supplies for bring our supplies up to 16. Again, I did say why go to 15 when you can either go to 16 here or to 20 outside. So yeah, there's Ferron for our quest, and we've also got Zachariel here, who is a warfare master, which I actually need. Sure. There you go, Shayla. Anyways, let's speak to Ferron about his sewer key. He happens to be drinking. Not interested in everything we have to say. Only talk to friends, and my friends usually start by offering a drink. So, yeah, we need to offer him a drink. To newfound friends, who will drink with me? My usual thing is to drink him under the floor from who I think is the best drinker, or best likely to hold a drink, and that's usually, in my opinion, an orc. So Ray, drink with him. And after a few rounds, he manages to knock himself out. No, Ray is absolutely fine. Ferron can't hold his drink anyway. But when no one's looking, we get the sewer key. And since we're done with Ferron, who doesn't notice the key is missing, we just leave. I do actually want to rest up. I'm going to buy supplies here and rest up.
I feel stronger.
Just make sure I'm full health. Not that I actually need it while being in here, but so this well rested isn't going to go to much use. It never does anyway, so that's not really a problem. But we're done with the slum part. We now want to be on this side of the map. There's a few random people going around. There's this, which is Black Fang hideout, which is where we're going to go. But let's go to the southern side first. Yeah, probably the most interesting person is this person here, who is Tamina, Mage Blade of House Chimera, who is dual wield expert, which I should already have. Yes. She has a quest for us, the Cult of Meow. I will be back later to do this quest. This quest actually is downloadable content. It's not part of the main game usually, but I will be doing it because it's experience at the end of the day. There's no henchmen available on it, and since I'm not getting any extra experience, any extra will be helpful. So we'll come back and speak to Tamina a bit later. There should be a chest just around the corner there. Yep. And as you can see, we're on the other side of the waterfall.
There are enemies ahead.
Hello, spider. And thank you again for poisoning me, because I always like that. There we go. So another spider in a barrel down. Let's pick up the money from this chest. Not a lot, but it's money. And we've got the Arcane Library here. There are 2 places to learn spells in Karthal, one in the slums area and one in the main area, the commercial district, the harbour district, whatever it's called. Both have different spells that people can learn. Most of the good spells are in the harbour district, but this place still has a few which can be useful. I don't think there's anything for me though. No. So yeah, there is a place, I believe it's good for dark spells. I might be wrong there, but it's likely one of the types that I don't have. So Alam here is proficient in one type of spell. Dark magic master. So yeah, it's likely good dark spells are here. Prime magic is in main part of Karthal, the harbour district. I believe earth is in the crag. Water is in, I believe that's Sorpigal, but might be the crag as well. And I believe fire is in Sea Haven, but fire might be over here as well. Yeah, different high level spells are in different places, so you have to sort of visit them all if you're going to get them. The other person here, Haji, is a scholar. Scholars are people who give you extra experience for battle. Haji, along with the quest Hylin in Sea Haven, are the only 2 that give you experience up. So if you're wanting to make use of them, hire them. I can't because, well, no Hylins allowed. So yeah, that's where most of my experience is missing actually. Oh, extra money. There is also a way down to the Karthal sewers here, which might come in handy later. And the Black Fang hideout, like we said we were going to come into. Glitchiness. We've got dodge experts if you need it. No one's skilled enough for it. We've got the Black Fang smuggler. Do you have anything more exotic? Where is it? Key items. I've got two stone disc fragments. The Black Fang smuggler here has the third. I'm not going to be picking this up because 1, it costs 1,000, and 2, it is actually necessary for a promotion quest that is actually possible for me. It's the promotion from Crusader to Paladin. Once you have all 3, you fit them together. You talk to John Morgan. John Morgan asks you to place the restored disc into its resting place. And once that is done, you are promoted. I do not want that promotion because this is my challenge run, so I will be not picking up this third piece of the puzzle. As for the trade, he has some very, very nice things. Yeah. This, although his items are very, very much random, you don't get any specific items from this merchant. He has some of the best items possible in the game, such as this piece of armor. I did not actually get to expect to see this. Uh, Resistance to all magic schools and 16 armor value on top. Considering the way I'm setting up Shayla, this is absolutely ridiculously powerful for her. And I think I'm going to bite the bullet and buy it. Because, well, yeah, she might not be able to use it just yet. No, she needs Master of Heavy Armor, but I will be getting it eventually, so we'll keep that for the time being. "14 evade magic." There's 3 levels to the axe skill there if we need it. Marksmanship for crossbow skills +6 is actually a lot. Another 16, another one for 16 evade value and 8 resistance to magic. +7 to all magic skills and 5 levels to the bow skill. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of nice things here. This is likely going to be where I get the majority of my good equipment later. It's not just armor, you will see a few weapons here. There's rings, there's going to be amulets around as well. So yeah, I'll be checking this place very quickly, and once I start making money, if I ever do, I think these are going to be extremely useful. Don't neglect other shops though. This is pretty much a very random shop. The other ones are more specialized. You might find better equipment more frequently for what you want. The other thing this person has is an unidentified relic. This relic is the Black Fang Gauntlet, I believe it's called, or something along them lines. And it is, I believe, a dual wield gauntlet, which increases dual wield. I can't remember for certain, but it is actually a very nice armor equipment, and it definitely helps with physical attacking of your attackers, obviously. But it's either might or dual wield. I can't remember which one per se right now. Also have some very nice scrolls. There's a Grandmaster in a Fire for 16 might for 8 turns. That is absolutely ridiculously powerful for later if you wanted it. Yeah, my person I've got on Fire Magic will not get that high. Fire Burst, which is a very nice attack spell. Terror, which is dark magic. Causes enemies to run away for 2 turns. It's dark magic. I said at the beginning is very finicky. It's very odd in the way it works. Terror is one thing that shows up that. And 8 Spirit Beacons. Nah. Spirit Beacon is a very nice spell if you want it, but no, I think I'm good without it. Arcane Resistance for 1 to each Magic School, and Elixir of Potency for 1 to each stat. So yeah, this trader is probably one of the best, but don't neglect the other places. Just to come back here, go to all of them, because everything has fair stuff, and like I said, some places are more specialized to the weapons, and you'll get better weapons more frequently. Ajit, though, is our informant, though. He is the one we're here to see. He's heard of us. Apparently, the tales are going around. Great service by getting rid of Montbard and his zealots. Apparently, the Black Fang and the bandits of the Eastern Shore didn't get along too much. The little crusade gave honest thieves a bad name. The Black Fang could use more resourceful partners, like ourselves. He's also a mysticism master if you have the ability for that, so that's here. But we're here about partners in crime. We're here for our request from Hamza.
We're here to help.
So once the Blackguard and the Black Fang had an amicable relationship, but their dalliances with Marcus Wolf, who is the current Duke, has proved bad for business. The Black Fang have been relegated to what they are now, and the Blackguard promoted to the pretty much defenders of the city and boss people around a lot. Breaking the grip on the city actually serves the long-term interests of the Black Fang, so they will help us. There's one issue though. This seems very, very much too easy. Where's the catch? In exchange for the information though, we've got a small favour. Here's the catch. A ship named the Sunhide disappeared a few days ago, southwest of here, carrying a chest belonging to the Black Fang in its hold. Need to find out what happened to the ship, locate the chest, and bring it back to him. So there's our catch. We are not going to get this for free. We have to do something in exchange. So let's go and find our ship, the Sunhind. It's not actually that hard to find. I do believe we've actually already seen it once. I might have a quick check in the Cosmic Circle as well, and the armor shop, just to see if they've got anything in there. I don't have a lot of money, but doesn't mean I can't get something good out of it. And I'll meet you outside of the gate. If I do get anything, I'll show it, of course. Okay, I'm in the Cosmic Circle, but something has just popped out of me and said, why? And it's this item right here. The Arcane Archmage's Orb of the Spearman. This is a weapon that you would put in your main hand. I don't believe you can actually... You can dual wield these, but you require something very much later that my character won't get. I believe it's only possible on a couple of people anyway. However, if you're using this, you cannot use a spear. This particular item is completely pointless. I do not see any reason for you to even consider this item. Just why? Why is that combination even in the game? Ah. Anyways, meet you outside. So outside we are, and after seeing some quite nice things in Karthal and one extremely ridiculous item that
With weather like
has no
this, I
use,
should have taken the day off.
let's go and find the Sunhind, shall we? And as soon as it stops lagging and loading in, we can actually go and do that. It's actually along the lines here it's actually down here that we're heading. There, Minesweeper. However, there's a little issue, if I remember correctly. We need the Blessing of Shalasa. I did say at the start there are a couple of blessings that are story critical, the Blessing of Shalasa being one of them. Here's our reason. We cannot go any further in the game until we get that blessing. Luckily, I do believe I have the Shard of Water. This is why I went out and got it deliberately earlier. Without getting the Shard of Water from down in the caverns of the Lost City, you cannot continue along in the game.
I hope some brigands attack, crushing skulls, help orcs to sleep.
So that means we need to go back to the Elemental Forge. And yeah, we can't go this way because, well, we need the Blessing of Shalasa again. We can come out, but to get in we need to go the old-fashioned way of Griffin to the top.
I feel so tired.
So I am going to head over to John Morgan's place. I'm going to get onto the Griffin and I will meet you at the top of the Eye. Sorry, the Elemental Forge in the Eye. I'm likely going to go and check out all the other shops as well, just to see if there's anything interesting, like upgrading weapons for Ray. You don't need one. You're fairly okay with what you've got. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get to you, but I'll see what I get. So yeah, I will be back at the Elemental Forge. Okay, we're back on the Elemental Forge, and well, the first thing I'm going to do is rest, because my people were sort of brain dead from not resting so much.
Even our oldest sagas do not say much about the Shantiris.
No, they don't. But we're going down to floor 2 to level 2, I do believe. This is wind and light. This should be fire and water. And earth and darkness down the bottom, because the way the building is structured, the levels represent where they sort of are on the way a planet is set up. Up light as above, with the sun giving the light off, the areas above you, fire and water, earth below that with darkness. But there's our fire area, but we want the water. There's a couple of elementals in there. They are actually fairly dangerous. Water skills are lots harder than you might think. Hit a lot harder than you might believe. But let's open up our shard with the shard. That was very echoey. And can I go one more forward? Yep, there we go. They are actually in front of me. If you look on the mini-map, they're in front. It's just...
Now is not a good time.
Yeah, it's just they're below me. So... yeah, unfortunately I don't think high ground has any significance on this. I do want Burning Determination. I believe these have a skill that causes paralyze. Yeah, let's not do that. I'm also going to bring up Celestial Armor early. And since they are not immune to poison, let's poison them as well. And shatter the first one, although they blocked. Yeah, Ice Shards, fair enough, we've already seen that. Ice Storm, however, hits the entire party. I do not have a lot of resistance to water, so yeah, I do need to be fairly careful. Let's keep Celestial Armor up. You can Acid Splash 1, so I get rid of a bit of armor. That was blocked. And can you shatter? You can. That'll do. Okay, so let's kill you off first. You are going to keep Celestial Armor up. Wow. $133 critical for one of those. Sure. I don't believe they actually have a lot of armor when you do get through them. Their health isn't amazingly big. But 4 attacks from Tina like that, I will take every day.
And steady.
So you're down. You will likely not get through my Celestial Armor so much. So let's break all blocks, kill that, get rid of some armor, and then just kill you. Just like that. Bleeding. Oh yeah, you have your axe, don't you, on Master? I can do bleeding now. Nice. Minotaur axe, that is two-handed, so that doesn't help me at all. Unlike the Earth area when we first came here, There is a puzzle with each shard. The earth, you only had to go in and place the shard in the correct place. The puzzle was more really getting to the place because it was your first visit there to the elemental forge. The elves were around, so really getting there was the big issue. There's nothing like that here, so we've got to do puzzles. First up though, we're going to rest because I do want to be full health. And our puzzle involves this at the back here. We need to bring this back to life. How do we do that? Well, if I can turn these around correctly. There we go. You will see the pool of water in our deposits there. That pool of water needs to be a certain colour. It needs to be the drains need to be aiming to the fountain. Yes, it is a fountain. And the water needs to be of a specific intensity. As you can see, not much, medium, large. There are a number of colours. It is now gone green. It is now gone dark. It is now gone blue. Obviously, it's now gone red. Obviously, they are representing the elements. And since we are in the water, we are needing the water. I believe you need it on the medium setting for this, but I might be wrong there. Nope, we only needed it on the heavy setting. Because as you can see, we can't do anything now. But nothing is actually happening at this point.
I feel stronger.
We need to move forward one space, and yes, I have brought them up for a reason. We go forward, we interact to activate it, and say hello to Aqualander, the ever-changing Lord of Water. I believe his name was Grognor earlier, our avatar for the Earth. This is Shalas's. And just as we had to do with Grognor, we have to fight Aqualander. Will you rise like the tide, or be washed away to the depths? Let's fight.
There are enemies ahead.
And of course the first thing she wants to do is liquid membrane. Yeah, that's not good. Anyways, that's what the fountain looks like. I believe all the bits that it is there. There was one over on the wall over here. There's one at an angle, and I'm not sure where the little one was. But they all sort of spout up and come around and make up this fountain. But I do not want you doing anything, so you're going to come to me, and I'm going to put Burning Determination back up. Thank you. You may be immune to poison, that's perfectly fine. But it gave me a turn to get Burning Determination up, which is really what I really wanted. I didn't want to move towards you, you then paralyse one of my characters, and I not be able to do anything about it. So let's bring out the normal. Let's shatter. Bring down the armor even more so. And unstoppable assault. Make sure I actually hit you through blocks. Ice Storm, that would likely take away... Yeah. Did you go through the entirety? Yeah, I hadn't been hit with that celestial armor. Did celestial armor actually do anything? Blocked 2. Yeah, I think we may need to keep that up. Unfortunately, I also need to heal my people. So regeneration, attack, and attack. Ice shards went through celestial armor as well. I would have really liked some extra points on light magic. At the moment I'm still on the base. If I had something that increased light magic, say a couple, a ring, a necklace, and a magical focus, I would likely be defending 200. So that would be nice. But let's make sure she doesn't actually kill me. She hasn't done paralysis yet, and I don't know if I want to risk that. But yeah. Let's heal party. Hope that she does something other than Ice Storm. And a few criticals might help. Liquid membrane is the big problem here. Look how much damage it is reducing from me. 60%. That is, to be perfectly honest, stupid amount of reduction.
No,
And
it can't be.
okay, you're only downed. Let's celestial armor. You need some mana. And you can attack. Please don't kill Iris. Please don't kill Iris. Thank you. That. Regeneration. So you are up. Okay, that's good. Getting a bleed is a good start as well. You need mana. This turn is going to hurt, isn't it? You're just going to do that. Ice shards, okay. Oh, thank you. I will take a resist every single time. That's fine. I'll save. I think I'll save regeneration for next turn. Let's do as much damage as possible. And I should be fine.
Again, the raiders had proven their worth. And Aqualander, the Lord of Water, had to call for a truce.
Again, just as Gragnor, we don't defeat the Avatar. We're not here for that. We're here for the blessing. This is our test. We cannot defeat these. These are the physical embodiments of the dragons. We just need to hold out against them until a certain point, which is just happens to be the amount of health they have. Once that's done, the blessing is given to us. Gralcor was not lying. What was I saying? Gragnor? I wasn't too far off. Consider yourself worthy of Shalassa's blessing. You'll see you are now as agile in water as you are on land. No river shall impede your journey anymore, and you shall be able to venture anywhere the water is shallow. Very important bit there. Wherever the water is shallow, we cannot just walk out into the sea and go anywhere. We are still very limited, but our world has opened up by quite a lot. There's a lot more open to us now. Are you serving the dragon gods? No, that's not really what this is. They are the these are the avatars, these are the elements. The dragons are a part of them, and the avatars are a part of the dragons. You are basically fighting a piece of the dragons through these avatars. Neither has control of the other, because both are primal forces. Just like between the river and the water. The river goes where it's meant to, the water goes along with it, side by side. And off she goes. So we now have access to the back here. With the Blessing of Shalassa, we can go through this point, and after a little walk, we come to our items, our reward, and pulsing blue liquid, which of course is going to Shayla. Notice we can't go through there. That is the shard of fire needed. Yeah. We can't just go onto the other side and pick up the items. No, that would be too early. Chilled? Not really wanted. Tsunami though. Tsunami is the elite water spell. You cast this spell, you push all enemies in front of you back one place. You do quite a bit of damage with this spell as well. The pushing them back isn't amazing as a technique and as a mechanic. However, if you push them, if you're up against a wall, they don't get pushed back. If they're up against a wall behind them, they don't get pushed back. If there's enemies behind them, they don't get pushed back. So it is worth it as a spell. It does quite a bit of damage, as you can see. 140 to 180, not a small amount. Maximum mana. I think that's going to go to Shayla, to Tina, because she needs the mana a bit more than Iris does right now. And of course I've got some items which I need to identify. So, now that we have the Blessing of Shalassa, we can go across water, and we can go and get the Black Fang's treasure. Not only does it allow us that, but we also get the ability to finish off a quest I got at the crag. And if I can find it, yeah, the Water Magic Grandmaster. Walk 100 steps on water. You cannot do that until you get the Blessing of Shalassa. But now that I've got it, I can go and grab that experience, which I believe is 1,500. It's quite an amount. That should get me a level. Yeah, quite easily. But yeah, as you can see, I now have access to the Elemental Forge whenever I like. So next up, I'm going to figure out where I'm going. I've got a couple of choices in mind. It might very well be that tower right to our left just there though. So until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.